suddenly it's stopped. Audio delay. You have
first check ಮಾಡಿ sorry you'll have to do for the meeting sir.
Morning children. Last class we were discussing about soil resources in India. There we discussed about importance of soil, its composition. Then we understood about soil erosion. What are the causes behind that for soil erosion? Then soil conservation. What are the steps to conserve soil, prevent soil erosion? So far we discussed. So today we are going to discuss about classification of India. There it is about the percentage of soil, origin, features, composition, area are important crops. So one will discuss Indian agriculture research. They classified soil, Indian soil into major 6 types: soil, black soil, red soil, lateritic soil, and desert soil. So first of all, about alluvial soil is a percentage. We have to understand that. So there are so many. What is the percentage? Most important soil is the largest area covered. It is about 5.6% of soil in India. You know that? Northern plain completely, then western coastal plain, as well as eastern coastal plain. There you can see alluvial soil. The percentage 45.6%. Next point is about regarding alluvial soil origin. You see Himalayan region, there are so many rivers, Ganga and its tributaries like Yamuna, Gagra, Gandak, Koshi. These all rivers come from silver. Before that it was a depressed area or very low area. Because of this deposition, and this land became so fertile. For example, Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal, this whole area, this alluvial soil is covered. And along with this besides western coastal plain is there, as well as eastern coastal plain, there also you can see alluvial soil. So we can understand now about 45% and its origin also understood that mainly brought down this silt particles, alluvial soil, and brought by important rivers. That is the second part. What are the features? Here we discuss about. It is an ex situ soil. Ex situ soil means it formed one particular place, but at present it is somewhere else. For example, it was before that it was in Himalayan region. Now it is in north. This way we can say here it is the coarse material in the upper parts. When it is coming to the down part, that means the deltaic area, it is very fine silt particles are there. And in the middle area, for example, the Himalayan region, it is like a coarse material. When it is coming to the lower part, it is tiny particles or fine soil. But in the middle, the medium type gravels and the stones are there. So now we have to understand about its composition. So composition is very important. You see, rich in potash, lime, and certain part of humus. Anyway, here we have to understand that rich in potash and lime. But there are certain chemical composition which are less in this soil, which are phosphorus and nitrogen. But some area humus content is there, other area humus content is less. For example, there are certain area vegetable matter is mixing with this rivers, and there is depositing humus content is there. Otherwise, humus content also less, but rich in potash and lime. So this is the main composition. For example, in examination before 2 years back, ICC question paper asked about what is the mineral composition. So mineral composition here, rich in potash and lime, we can understand that. And we know that generally we know that this very fertile soil, most of the important crops are cultivating there. Now the area already I mentioned that the northern plain all area from Punjab, Haryana up to West Bengal region, this soil is spread. So it is very wide area, this soil is there. Next one, what are the important crops here? Important crops cultivated. All the rabi and kharif crops. So when we discuss about rabi crops, what is rabi crops? You know that during winter season, certain crops are cultivated. For example, northern plain, wheat is cultivated in winter season. That's a rabi crop. Or mustard seed, that's also cultivating in winter season. That's also rabi crop. And kharif crop means mainly rainy season. June to September, these crops are cultivated. That means in this particular soil, in alluvial soil, rabi as well as kharif crops are cultivated. Then what are the crops? Wheat, rice, oil seeds, and sugarcane, cotton, and almost important crops are cultivated in this soil. Now I think it's clear. Alluvial soil is a percentage, how it originated, what are the important features, and what is its composition, particularly mineral composition, which are the area, and what are important crops, we understood. So now we are going to discuss about black soil, that is second part, black soil. And the first part about the percentage, about 16% of soil is covered. So I shall clarify that here. The southern part of India, you see that like this. Here we can see Maharashtra region as well as part of Gujarat region. There we can see black soil. And see, just I shall mark here. This important area, for example, part of Maharashtra and Gujarat, there you can see this black soil. Now, one by one, the percentage I mentioned that. See, about 16% of area covered by the black soil. Next one we will discuss about, see, its origin. You know that lava soil or basalt soil, basalt rock or lava rock, it is birthed after this rock is formed. It is also called the rahar soil or cotton soil. Why? Because cotton is cultivating this particular soil and most. That means this particular soil, the mineral composition is good for cotton cultivation. Not only cotton cultivation, other crops are also cultivating, but cotton cultivation is important there. That is why rahar soil or cotton soil it is also called. Also it is called in situ soil. In situ soil. What is in situ soil? In situ soil means wherever they form, that means the the particular area they form, the same place soil is there. For example, the volcanic eruption, the basalt or lava eruption happened there, the same place itself were there, the same place it is there. So in this way, we can understand that it is in situ soil, it is not at all transported soil. Before that, we mentioned about that alluvial soil, ex situ and in situ soil. In ICC example question paper, we can see what is the difference between ex situ and in situ. Ex situ means transported soil, but in situ means it is not transported soil, it is wherever it is formed, the same place it is there. So in this way, we can understand that about this origin, that means lava soil or basalt rock, lava rock or the lava eruption, the basalt rock, that rock is there. Anyway, that method and this soil is formed. Now we are going to discuss about black soil important features. One important point is about moisture retentive soil. Moisture retentive soil. Moisture retentive. Retain moisture retain. That means moisture retain means, for example, I shall say one example. If one rainfall is getting that particular area, at least 1 week the moisture will be there. When we think about red soil or other soil, if one rainfall is there, maybe 1 or 2 days it will be there. After you cannot see that particular moisture content. But here in black soil, here moisture retains or moisture retentive power is there. That means moisture will be there. That is why many crops are cultivated there. That is a very important feature of this soil. And one disadvantage also there. See, when dry season, what is happening there? It is cracks are there in this particular soil. But at the same time, when rainfall too much is there, it is very sticky. For example, in Maharashtra region or Gujarat region, if you go there, you can understand that particularly rainy season, it is sticky. It's black color, and because of the mineral composition is there, that is why. And we just mentioned that about important feature, and moisture retentive is there. That is during rainy season, and it is very sticky. And during dry season, it is very, but cracks are formed in this particular rocks. Now we are going to discuss about color. It's black in color to chestnut brown. Black in color and chestnut brown. And some area you can see medium black area. And why this particular black content? It is exactly the basic rock or parent rock or mineral composition of this soil. That is why the black color is there. It is very fine grain color and very good for most of the important crops. And percentage already we mentioned that. And here we have to understand that about 50 or 60 percentage of soil clay content is there. Yesterday also we discussed that clay content. See, iron content is there, sodium is there, and magnesium is there, calcium is there. That is good for agricultural activities. Most of the crops, it is helping a lot. Here, the mineral composition we are going to discuss. Already we mentioned about alluvial. This composition is very important. Here, lime is there, alumina, iron, potash, magnesium carbonate, and calcium. I shall repeat. Lime content is there, alumina is there, iron content is there, potash is there, magnesium carbonate is there, and calcium also there. So that is why it is very fertile soil, and cotton, sugarcane, so many other crops are cultivated in this particular soil. And there are certain mineral composition it is not there here. What are there? It is less in phosphate, less in nitrogen and humus. Because absence of this one, so we have to add some fertilizer to this particular soil to cultivate that. So now that part composition, particularly mineral composition, It's very important. You have to understand that. And fertility, we know that it's very important and very rich in fertility. Now we are going to discuss about area. Already we understood that Maharashtra region, this area, as well as Gujarat region, this Kutch Peninsula area. There you can see this particular black soil, that is mostly cotton cultivation, sugar cultivation also going on there. Now important crops, that is the last point here in this black soil: cotton, rice, wheat, jowar, millets, sugarcane, tobacco, oil seeds, fruits and vegetables. Variety of crops are cultivating in this particular soil. So that is very important one. Now we discussed about alluvial soil and black soil. Now we are going to discuss about red soil. Now third one, we are going to discuss about red soil. Now here also the percentage we are going to discuss about 10.6 percentage of soil is there. 10.6 percentage of soil. That means first of all we discussed alluvial soil 45 percentage. Next one 16 percentage. Now this one about 10.6 percentage. And next one about origin or formation of the soil. It is the ancient crystalline and metamorphic rock. Weathered rock, particularly weathering of ancient crystalline and metamorphic rock. That we have to remember that. What is the origin or formation? Crystalline or metamorphic rocks weathered. Here, this area, for example, particularly this whole area, it is there. And here, this whole area, you can see red soil. Already I mentioned that about 10.6 percentage of land is covered by that. And the color is red. Why? Iron oxides are there. So here the red soil, iron oxides are there. That is why color is red, in red color. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about what is the texture. That means its thickness, how it is the feature. Mainly we know that it is porous rock. For example, if you put pour 1 bucket of water, it can absorb this water. That kind of porous. That means the water is. Now red soil composition. Here they are rich in potash. That is important point. Very rich in potash. Here in the mineral compositions, but rich in potash. So if you want to cultivate many crops in red soil, what we have to do? We have to add so much of fertilizers, maybe chemical fertilizer or organic fertilizer we have to add. Then only we will get proper crops from this soil. Here in this particular soil, there are mineral composition are less, particularly magnesium is less, nitrogen or humus also less, and humus content or nitrogen content also less. That is why if you want to cultivate this particular soil, if you want to cultivate certain crops in this soil, so we have to add so much of fertilizer. And this also good for dry farming. What is dry farming? See, a certain particular crop which are growing without much water, there we can see dry farming. For example, millets, jowar, bajra, this kind of thing. See, these crops, no, you are getting much water. That means less water is sufficient. And mainly dry farming is good for this particular soil. And if you want to cultivate rice there, what to do? So there should be proper irrigation facilities. So there was a lot of questions regarding that. Why should we irrigate the red soil? So in order to cultivate rice and other important crops which needs more water, we have to add so much of irrigation facilities. Artificial water supply should be there in this soil. That's why this red soil is called dry farming. It is good for dry farming in oil. So what are the crops we can cultivate? I already mentioned that there are mineral composition, some certain mineral composition are less, that is why we have to add that. If you are adding this kind of fertilizer, so we can cultivate rice, cotton, sugarcane, pulses, millets, tobacco, oil seed, and these important crops we can cultivate it, provided giving the more important fertilizer. Then area, for example, mainly I mentioned about South India. Here, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh area, part of Orissa, the Jharkhand area also, you can see the important red soil. Now, okay, now today we discussed about three important soil, mainly that is classification of soil, alluvial soil, then black soil, red soil, and these are the sub points like percentage, origin, features, composition, area, and crops. So these are the important points. Remaining classification of rock like latex soil, mountain soil, desert soil, we will discuss in the next class. Thank you. This video now, video online.